Hi, my name is Anna and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to just do a quick video on 6 books that I would like to read before 2026. Most of these books kind of have to do with the authors more than the books themselves. They're either authors I've been wanting to try or authors that I'd like to go back to, for the most part anyway. One of the best parts of this is that all of these books are on my physical TBR right now. So I own all of these books and I want to read all of these books this year. So without further ado, let's start with book number 1, And Then We Were None by Agatha Christie. So I have been wanting to try an Agatha Christie, and this book actually belongs to my mom. I had got this for her for Christmas and she enjoyed it and asked if I wanted to borrow it. So I still have it ever since like December, January time. So it is time that I get to this book, and I am excited to see if I enjoy her writing. So I can't imagine waiting until 2026 to try this, but also I just kind of want to be able to return it to my mom pretty soon. So this is toward the top of my list. It's also not very long. I think it's less than like 200 pages. So this should be a pretty quick read for me. The next book is Demon Copperhead. This one has been on my TBR for a while, but also I'm kind of expecting this to be a pretty high rating for me. I'm expecting somewhere between a 4 and a 5 star. Now that I actually own a copy of it, I definitely want to get to this year. Next up is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. The only reason I say this, even though I'm kind of expecting that I'm not going to love this book, is just because I want to try a Frida McFadden, and this is the one that I own. So I'm looking forward to trying this, and I definitely want to get to it this year, because if I do enjoy her writing, at least, even if I don't like this book, if I enjoy her writing, there are a couple other ones that I'm interested in as well. And my husband actually borrowed The Inmate by Frida McFadden from one of his coworkers. So while he has that, I want to read this and see if I have any interest in her writing, and then maybe be able to read that one as well before he has to return it. Okay, the next book is, again, more of the author. I am really wanting to try a book by Lisa C., and I own 2 now. I have The Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane and Shanghai Girls. The reason that these are top of my list is because I'm expecting to really like her writing. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just come across authors and the synopsis of the books that they write feel very much like up my alley and something that I would really enjoy. And Lisa C. is one of those authors for some reason. Never read from her, but I would like to, and I now own 2 books. This was kind of unintentional, but I went on a little bit of a book buying spree and ended up getting like 6 books last month from the used bookstore. And I already owned The Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane, but I picked up Shanghai Girls because it was there. And again, just expecting to like her writing. So one of these books I want to try before 2026. Okay, the 5th book, I actually got this for free. My mother-in-law was giving away a whole bunch of books when they were moving, and she had A Lineage of Grace by Francine Rivers. And I love Francine Rivers. I've read a few books by her, and I love her writing. And so I am really excited to read this one. This is definitely going to have to be a book that I read in a month that I am not anticipating picking up a lot of books, because this is over 500 pages, so this is going to take a little while. I believe it has 5 stories in it. It is based on the stories of Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, Bathsheba, and Mary from the Bible. So I look forward to reading another one of her books, and I am excited that I own this. And last but not least is another book by Laura Dave. She wrote The Last Thing He Told Me, which I enjoyed. And I found 800 Grapes at the used bookstore during my book buying spree that I went on. So again, really looking forward to reading another book by her to see if I enjoy this. I think this actually has kind of lower ratings on Goodreads, so not sure why, but the setting is also kind of intriguing. I love Sonoma County. It's beautiful if you've never been there. That is the setting of this book. and I'm very drawn in by settings in books. Those are the 6 books-ish that I am hoping to get to this year. We have, what are we in? We're in August. We're mid-August already. So I have about 4.5 months to read these books, and I think I can do it. If I add in a couple each month, I think I can get these read. The sooner the better. We have another baby coming this year, and so I know that that is going to determine my reading time a little bit. However, if I can grab one of these from the library that I can read on my Kindle, that is something I will probably be doing once the baby's here, because I did the same thing with my son. We're up, every 2 hours during the night for feedings and diaper changes and all of that in, the first couple of months. So during that time, I was definitely reading a lot. Every time that I got up to nurse him, I would just have my Kindle out and I would be reading middle of the night every couple hours. So I am expecting to do that again. That is really the plan, because, what else do you do? Gotta stay awake, right? One of these may end up being read on my Kindle, but I do own all of them, and I'm excited to get to these and to kind of check them off of my physical TBR. If you have any books that you are wanting to read before 2026, I would love to hear about it. And if you have read any of these and you think that there are any that I should start with or prioritize, definitely let me know. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.